everybody to today's 1 million by 1 million strategy roundtable for entrepreneurs. This is part of the 1M1M program. Our mission is to help $1 million entrepreneurs reach $1 million in annual revenue and beyond, thereby building $1 trillion in global GDP and 10 million jobs. And of course, that whole mission is predicated upon you succeeding to the entrepreneurs building serious, successful businesses. It's our 170th roundtable. So, folks, we've been doing this for a long, long time, and you have obviously raised it. Otherwise, we would not have been able to do it for this long. Very quickly, tomorrow is the deadline for the SAP 1M1M partnership test applications. There are 12 scholarships that SAP is offering to the 1M program, and if you're developing on the SAP HANA platform, you would qualify for that. So please make sure that you send in your applications before the deadline. This event is being recorded. You will have the recording available after the session on the blog and later on our YouTube channel. A few pointers to places where you would find us. Twitter, for instance, if you're live tweeting the show today, please use hashtag 1M1M. Our Twitter handle is @1M by 1M, and you can follow me at Sramana. Our roundtable channel, basically it's our 1M1M Twitter YouTube channel, is 1M1M roundtables, and you will primarily find there recordings of previous sessions. And also, you will find a lot of cartoons. There's a great series of entrepreneur cartoons, as well as 1M1M FAQs. We recorded videos, responses to all the frequently asked questions, and you will find those there too. So we got 5 entrepreneurs, and after that, if we have time, we're going to do Q&A, and you would be able to dial into the call. The number is 650-479-3208, and access code is 665-857-234. So you let us know in public chat that you are dialing in, and then we will call you in the audio. We're going to start in Singapore today. Kim Spicer or Storer is the company. If you could unmute your line, and I do have a colleague with you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi everyone, my name is Kim Sia, but you can call me Kim. I am one part of a two-man team behind Storyzer, and I'll hand over to my co-founder. His name is Kai, and Kai will present our pitch.
Hello.
Hope everyone can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So let me introduce myself. My name is Kai, and when I'm not working with Kim Sia on Storyzer, my profession is actually a comic artist. And I just like to introduce myself like this because it's a good conversation starter. You know, I'll start asking me questions like, what kind of works do you have up there, and how long have you been doing this? But then eventually, the question that they are really interested in is how do you make a living? And it's really difficult for a comic artist to make a living. The creation process itself is extremely grueling because you literally pour your soul into creating an entire new universe, characters and plots and stuff, and it's not difficult enough. Real challenges that the creator face is during production. You have to worry about sales, production, quality, the cost of printing the books, distribution, and marketing. Next, please. And then, everything is a great solution. That the e-industry is a growing multi-billion industry, and then the e-comic industry is also a growing industry with the success, the adaptations of comics into movies like Superman, Iron Man. Now, e-comics is a very economical publishing, retail, and distribution solution. When you study the market, you have a very fragmented landscape. There are so many platforms, so many different rules and regulations, and then many different types of ebooks format, and then all the different kinds of marketing channels to look at. like things like social media, blogs, and stuff. Next, please. So, me have a question of yourself. What if the creator only needs to deal with one thing, just a singular platform, and kind of like took the inspiration from the stories themselves? We have a sidekick that can do everything for the creator, so that the creator can focus on creating stories, which is what he is good at.
Mm-hmm.
And which is we set up Storyzer. Storyzer is aimed to become this very intuitive online self-publishing platform, empowers the creators of not just comics, but we're also looking at the creators of, let's say, magazines, art books, to just publish once and everywhere. To realize that the industry, in the market doesn't need another retailer. What it needs is someone to close up all the gaps, to keep the fragmented to actually gel the fragmented landscape together. Next, please.
Familiar with the Smashwords?
Yes, you're familiar with Smashwords.
What?
Yes, sir. But within graphics rather than just pure text, and we will explain a little bit more why.
Model. We're talking about ebooks here. So the will actually prepare the frameworks in digital format, like PAG or PNG, and usually do autonomous self-publishing on our Storyzer platform. And then when the ebook is published and distributed to the online retailers, social media networks, forums, blogs, and websites. How Storyzer actually earns is from the sales commission of the ebooks that's published and distributed through us. Please. Now, the audience primarily there will be groups. The first, of course, be the creator, who we actually named APE, APE, the artist, publisher, and entrepreneur. And then the next group will be the techno-savvy reader, the reader that actually reads ebooks on devices like computer, tablet, and smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, right now, because we are looking at our business vision of publishing once and read everywhere, what we have right now is that we have created this storyboard system that actually allows the user to publish and read their works in HTML5 and EPUB format. Roll out the alpha version last year, I think, months ago. Then we have actually talked to many creators, and then they have actually tried it. And moving on, we'd like to work on getting fundings to hire design, IT, and business talents to achieve business vision of having their works being distributed everywhere.
So what is the current status? Is this something that people are actually using? It's a working product right now?
A working prototype right now, and we have a few works up there now.
Selling those books?
Oh, not yet, because we think that it would be better if we just put the works free. Okay, the thing is, because we are targeting indie self-publishing artists, comic artists, so it's best that they got their works for free reading first, garner the readership.
What is this market? How many graphic artists out there who are interested in publishing graphic novels?
We don't have statistics for the number of graphic novel authors. We do have research on the number of ebooks that are sold as for the US market numbers. So we have no research on the number of authors, so to speak.
See, the question that any investor looking at a business plan asks is how big is the opportunity? And typically, professional investors only invest in businesses that can become very large. Somehow or the other, right now, no investor can evaluate this business. You give them some guidance on some, really sweet guidance on how big is the business going to be. What kind of total available market is there? And do you turn this into a really large business? And if the answer is you cannot turn this into a very large business, then it's not a fundable business. You can still do it as a bootstrap business. It's not going to be fundable. So what order of for you is to find out what is the size and scale of this market opportunity.
Would it help if we find out the current numbers of graphic novels sold for the date 3 version? Would that indication of the market size?
What do you do it? You have to come up with what we call in the business what we call a TAM model, total available market model, market size model. There are assumptions you make that it could be based on the number of graphic novels out there, and a percentage of those would be digital, and you would make a percentage of those sales, or a percentage of that would go through you, and then you would make a percentage of the ones that are going through you. Somehow or the other, you're going to have to come up with an assessment for a market size.
We understand. Thank you.
Okay. It sounds like a very fun business.
Yes, it is.
Okay. We're going to move to Ruchi Kumar from Mumbai, India. Ruchi, if you could please unmute your line. Ruchi? There you go.
Hi.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak in this roundtable. I have my colleague here with me. He might join the conversation at some point in time. So to introduce ourselves, we are a 1.5-year-old enterprise, and we develop technology products for the non-profit sector. One of our flagship products is a non-profit CRM, but we have other products as well we can talk about later. The reason that we are here today is basically to look for some advice on what are the right strategies to grow. I don't think we are at a stage where we are looking at funding right away, but want to make sure our systems are in place so that when the time comes, ready to take funding and make good use of it.
Okay.
Typically, when people mention the non-profit sector, there's this image in mind which says it not be a very cash-rich sector, but we wanted to put the market size out there, which says the technology used by non-profits themselves is around $17 billion globally. India has one of the largest number of non-profits, but the technology spend is quite significant, though not as large, by comparison. This trend, however, is set to change because there's a company law that is being revised in India, wherein companies will be mandated to spend 2% of their profit after tax on social responsibility issues. So non-profits and corporate social service departments will be there's an expectation that they will increase their transparency, technology spend, reporting structures. All of those will become more professional. So, our customers are mid-sized NGOs, mid-sized companies who are looking to adopt technology in their operations so that they can work more efficiently. And the non-profit sector also includes religious trusts, educational institutions, government sector, a whole variety out there. Next, please. Our value proposition essentially is all non-profits want to collect more funds, and in India, non-profits want to collect more funds online, but they are struggling to do so because they do not have the IT support to set up their systems, etc. Also, they want to increase their donor base by in terms of the number of people who donate to them, in terms of the contribution that come in, and in terms of how long the donors stay with them. So a non-profit CRM serves to fulfill all of these requirements So it's a core requirement of non-profits. It's not a good to have. It's basically where it's like a customer relationship maintenance software, as people use in the yeah. Thank you. But okay, customer acquisition strategy, essentially we have a community of around 100 NGOs that we have interacted with over the Mumbai Marathon, which is one of the largest charity events in India. So our technology platform was used there. Therefore, we have access to these NGOs, and within those, we are doing a process of education, tell them about their current systems and drawbacks within that, and then getting NGOs interested in our products and converting them into paid customers. We've also been to events and conferences to talk about our products. We will be starting online marketing and affiliate programs, etc., a little bit down the line. And sponsored software is a B2B strategy where we feel we can go to corporates with large budgets. They need to invest in the non-profit sector and ask them to subsidize the software rather than to give it a free.
Charge for the software, Ruchi?
So typically it's around $1,000 to $1,500 annually, and it's a limited number of users. We also do an end-to-end service of installation, customization, maintenance, training, and support. So
customers do you have right now?
At the moment we have 10 NGOs who are most are paying customers, and a couple of them are in the demo stage, so they haven't signed the dotted line yet.
This is delivered as a software as a service mode product, or as a desktop product?
No, it's a web-based product.
Web-based product, okay.
Mobile ready product. However, I mean, that being said, it's not an off-the-shelf CRM that is deployed in an organization, because with a CRM there goes a lot of interaction with the client, where we understand what are the customizations they need, what goals they have that they are trying to achieve through the CRM, and we invest a lot of time in the end user training, because most of the staff in the non-profit sector in India at least are not that exposed to technology. So we don't want it to get overwhelming for them in the first place. That actually relates to our question later. So next please. We see the market is there. People are spending enough and more on technology, this is a growing trend. We would like to tap into the overseas market also. So we are unsure as to how we should go about developing a sales team overseas. The other thing that we want to know is, because this involves such a lot of interaction, we have a small number of clients, so we have been working with them at very close quarters. But as we grow, what is the optimum combination of FaceTime and automated training, etc. So these are our two questions.
Let me answer the questions one by one. First and foremost, if you're selling in India today, you don't have to sell necessarily face to face, but you have to talk to them. And it's a community that is very not tech savvy. The non-profit community in India is not very tech savvy. So you have to do actual selling, just pure, the people aren't going to just buy the products online and start using them. So I think that's the reality of the game. The best way to sell products at this price point is telesales. Marketing and telesales. Learn those issues, basically, those mechanics. Okay. And if you want to sell abroad, you will absolutely have to sell this online. And there is competition in the US. This market exists, and this market exists in a mature state. And there is vendors that are playing there. So you have to figure out whether there is a reason for you to enter the US market and whether there is opportunity to enter the US market. So you have comparative analysis on that.
Yeah. So we did a study of the available products. Most of them are actually from the West. They are 5 to 10 times more expensive for a mid-sized NGO. And we spoke to a couple of them, not many, but then those mid-sized NGOs did not have the ability to purchase, let's say, blackboard services or maybe a Salesforce license. So they see an opportunity. It's not I mean, it wouldn't be with the bigger players, the bigger non-profits, but probably with the smaller ones.
Now you need to figure out a completely online customer acquisition strategy. It's just not viable for you to go and sell and this price point, it has to be complete online marketing.
Okay. The other question, I mean, my colleague wants to come in here.
How do we create a nationwide sales force? So the problem is we have some people in Mumbai selling it, but we would to have our sales team in every city.
What did I say? This is a price point that needs to be sold by telesales and email marketing.
Okay.
We teach a process in our program called Tele-Web Sales, which is basically using web and telephone to sell, and this at this price point, that is the only way to scale something.
Okay. And the second question was about how to balance the face time that we put in with customers, and the training and the change management, the advice that we give to them with this automated training, so that we don't end up putting too much time into one customer.
If you want to build a product company, you're going to have to automate training. Otherwise, if you have to train everybody one at a time, that's not scalable. Not at that price point.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I think is there another thought that you would like to share with us?
I mean, you're going to need to learn how to build and scale a business. This is, 10 customers is one thing. Dealing with 10,000 customers is a very different issue. How do you go from 10 customers to 10,000 customers? You have to learn how to do that.
Yeah. I think we'll figure out something. Thank you for your time. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome. All right. Gardens. Balwant Singh, Bangalore. Go ahead, Balwant.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. We have met in Bangalore. You were swamped with people, so I don't think I can expect you to remember me.
Everyone, these speeches are hundreds of people, and I remember to attend, but I can't remember everybody, right?
I will not hold you accountable for that. All right. So, we have been about why I entered this and what Nine Gardens is all about is I have another portal called seedbuzz.com, and we do a lot of market research for the seed companies. So under the agriculture segment, it's a niche market for seed companies. So I get a lot of opportunity to visit farms and plots which are commercial use. So when the produce comes out of there, I see a bunch of, around 50, 60 packets of chemicals lying outside a farm site where you need to use only one instead of that many. So slowly there is a lot of awareness of DIY gardening, so that's do-it-yourself gardening. The concept is catching up in India, but there is not a lot of information available. There's not a lot of, any process where you could buy. It's mostly local markets. So I came up with the commerce. So I wanted to develop an ecosystem. So to start the ecosystem, we started with the Nine Gardens website, so where we target customers who are gardening enthusiasts, who are professional gardeners, who have terrace gardens, kitchen gardens. So the customers who are interested in this, in the gardening, and who know that there's a lot of chemical usage in the product, and they eat, and it's no longer mineral vitamins or nutrients that you're eating. It's mostly all the cogenics and possible. So we start off with this. We launched the website on January 10th, 2013. A recent event. We've been doing a lot of testing, user testing, acceptance testing, and all possible product validations for our problem statements. And I figure out the value propositions I have there are not exactly propositions. It's mostly what services which we offer, and I apologize for that. What we realize,
a specialty retail e-commerce site for gardening, right? That's basically the bottom line.
Yeah,
for the Indian
that's the start, but I want to, yes, I have to develop an ecosystem where we could buy back the produce from the home gardeners and sell it back online. I a lot of people have tried doing it, and
that's going to be
something which
it's going to be an absolute nightmare.
Right. We haven't started off from there. We started off with seeds because our background. So mostly seeds, tools, gardening kits. So we've done a little bit of market analysis before we would want to go aggressively forward with this idea. So what we want to target only the Indian market as of now, and we understand there are a lot of small in this. Nobody's online. We have other websites, but they just contribute. There's another online portal which contributes only to and supply in Pune region. So we want to go ahead with chemical-free plants, chemical-free products. Like seeds and tools and kits. Also talking a lot of entrepreneurs who are working on products like kits for growing on terrace gardening and gardening that can be done without using chemicals and pesticide-free to control the product.
So where are you today? Are you selling?
Yes, we've done around 72 transactions from January 10th. It's the seeds and tools. We're adding on planters, pots. Our biggest advantage is we know the manufacturers directly, so we know the manufacturer, and our product price is comparatively almost 60% of what is selling online today or available at the local plant nursery. So we have to do this. The only challenge it's been is because most of the groups are local. Even in the example, Bangalore is too big. So Kula, a small region in Bangalore, they have 2 or 3 professionals who are doing this only in that region. They're giving workshops. So trying to build a network with them so we can associate with them and work on that aspect, because I come from a specialization of the seed background, so I practically, when I was brought up with seeds around me, so I understand that aspect. And a lot of people do not know, they buy seeds, but they don't know how to convert that seed into a plant. We've done a lot on that.
What you're telling me, it seems to me that the maximum domain knowledge you have, the maximum relationships you have is in seeds. So once focus your efforts on seeds and really create content and education material and everything on the site around seeds and how to take seeds and turn them into plants, and that's also logistically much simpler than anything else that you're doing. Plants and planters and pots, all these are very logically cumbersome stuff, ship around. And try to do plants, there's issues around perishability, keeping them in the right way, and blah, 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 which is all very complicated logistically. The seeds part of the business, logistically the least complicated. You seem to have the maximum differentiated domain knowledge there. Why did you build this whole thing around seeds?
We are doing that in we have a segment of how to do earning tips. Our focus, because we do have that, so we are building content starting from there. As you rightly said, that there's our domain knowledge, and when we talk about seeds, we cannot just handle seeds alone, because we have to do tools, and we also helping sell grow mediums, especially also plant growth boosters. So we're working on that aspect already, where we because we do get a lot of inquiry about pots. So people ask. We did a small pilot in Bangalore and Hyderabad, where we placed pots in high-end stores, which we thought were the potential customers, and within 2 weeks' time, we sold 1,000. So we got money back, and we invested in it. We saw a lot of excitement in that field, where people did want plants, because it's easier to handle.
A seed business you can run with a very small back-end operation, where if you do pots and tools and all this other stuff, then you need really large-scale warehouses and all that to scale. With seed business, you will be able to scale to a much larger, size. Just with you can probably do out of your apartment and still be able to do volume.
But again, the requirement, then we have to go offline also, because we have to go to do a lot of plant nursery sales. We have to talk to the apartment, the builders, the civil engineers. So we're working on that segment.
Why do you have to talk to sell seeds to consumers?
Because if you're looking at the consumer market, it's a very small market where people would want to take that risk. So the plant is a risk according to. So we're already doing it. I mean, the scalability is not there. That's what I feel. If you go from B2C market and that segment, you have to the farmers, and the farmer requires a lot of big team to go to those rural areas, which I don't mind doing. That's where you cannot do e-commerce there.
Due to segmentation issues here, like where do you place your bets, and how do you go to market? Because I think there are massive logistics issues, and if you want to run a full nursery that's going to deliver, including equipment as well as actual plants, logically that is a very complex business.
That is true. Logistics is an issue which we are facing, not with the current market, but yes, definitely with the plants which we want to work in. With regard to the plan, everything, seeds, we are already doing fine. Definitely want to scale up. I'm working on the social media marketing, search engine optimization. The search engine
optimization and the PPC part of this business is relatively simple. There are keywords that need to optimize around, but I think it's this business. Unfortunately, it's the logistics part that is going to. Logistics and the inventory financing is where it's going to be tricky. Something you may want to consider is we have another company in our portfolio called IndiaCakes.com. You may have heard of them. They're based out of Pune. What done is they specialize in taking orders. People who are ordering cakes for birthdays and holidays and whatever, and have basically created a network of cake shops all over India, and the shops actually delivery fulfillment. They manage all the online orders, So, and they take a commission of each transaction, but the actual inventory, the logistics, the fulfillment, all that is handled at the local level by shops. So you could do a model with the nurseries.
All right. Yeah, that's all right. One thing we figured out when I was talking to a lot of these vendors, there's a big company called Falcon, which is into tools, hand tools. They wanted to start their own business on e-commerce, but I went to them and they decided that if we handled the e-commerce part, they would not go online. So they're one of the biggest tool companies in India. They are challenging even the Chinese tools. So that's one thing which we validated, that there's a need from the vendor's point of view, and a need for a user to buy this online, because India's e-commerce growing really rapidly in India. So yeah, one question which we worked on is said logistics that we've all figured out, and one thing we could go local. Other challenges, because I told you that the target audience is scattered on the country. And so some reaching out is very low as of now. How can we speed it up?
Target audience is going to have to happen online, because unless your audience is actually transacting online, they're not going to transact online. They're not going to buy this stuff online. So you're going to have to do customer acquisition online, which is not difficult to do around the country. There are standard ways of doing that. There's enough optimization, Google PPC and social media marketing and so on and so forth. That's actually quite standard. I don't think that is a challenge of this business at all. I mean, you figured those out, but those are not difficult to figure out.
I've been working on this part lately and tried a lot of products. So, but as of now, we will work with. If you need to learn
online marketing, we can teach you online marketing. We, in our program, we teach all that soup to nuts.
All right.
So that we can take care of. I think there are some serious decisions you're going to need to make on how you actually deliver the business. Once you acquire the customers, how you're going to fulfill, especially when you're talking about an all-India fulfillment. That's not an easy challenge to deal with. So
currently we have
just I think from what you've said, I think I would do what India Cakes is doing with a chain of local suppliers doing the fulfillment.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Soren in Aviv. Soren?
How are you doing?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Oren Barkan. I am the CEO and founder of Movvit. Movvit is a leading technology platform for online video distribution, video uploading, video promotion, and measurement. This is Gangnam Style. This is the most viral video today over the web. It has almost 1.5 billion views. And this is the most success video. And today, everybody wants to be first and want to be the next Gangnam Style. Every company, every brand, and also small businesses and people want to be famous. There is a culture that people want to be famous, to be known, and show their abilities and their talents. So creating a viral video, people think that they need to create a video and uploading this video and post it in Facebook or Twitter, and then suddenly become the most viral video. And so companies and startups and a lot of businesses still make video to create them for them the strategy to the market, and the strategy is to be viral, but it's not If you want to be viral, you need to upload your video, and then you need to create with this strategy, and to get a very good strategy, and then you can be viral. Next slide, please. And this is actually what Movvit does. Develop technology. We are doing video syndication, and this is one of our technology. Allow you to upload your video to Movvit just once. We will put your video. We will upload your video to YouTube and 20 video sharing websites and social networks like YouTube and Facebook all around the world. I mean, you don't need, if you want to be famous, you don't need to put your video just in YouTube. You need to be in a lot of places like YouTube. There is, for example, video sharing websites very popular in called To-Do or Youku, or video website in France and Spain, Germany. Around the world there is a video site, and it's important to you to be everywhere. So this our technology allows you to upload your video just once, and we will publish your video in all these video sharing websites, social networks, bookmarking websites, and etc. From this, you want to say it? Okay. You will enjoy, of course, amazing SEO, because today a video is the high priority of the search engines. Google and other search engines, first of all, today they type video. So first they scan YouTube, and they will find you in YouTube, and after that they will find you also in Dailymotion and in Vimeo and McAfee and etc. So search engines will understand that your video is now very popular. So it will give you priority in the search results. So this will help you, of course, with SEO. In addition, we offer to our customers, after they distribute, upload the video all around the world, we allow them to get views to the video. We know to bring them the viewers to watch video. And this is a complete service that we offer in our services. Of course, video branding.
Typically, style is a popular culture video, but if the people who are really going to be interested in your service would likely be people who are trying to sell something, right? Companies who are trying to market something using video, your viral video. So they have target audiences and target segments and so forth. So how much of that capability do you have built into your product?
Okay, we know today to target an audience by territory and age and by sex, female or male, for example. This to target. It's a kind of a business. This is not behind our technology or something. This we do with cooperation with third-party companies.
The impression that I'm getting from this is that this is a service, not a product. Is that correct?
It's both, because the syndication, it's product and technology, and we also have a patent about this technology that allow you first upload your video once to our server, and we send your video to other video sharing websites and social networks. This in one side. In the other side, we provide you back all the analytics. So you see in real time how many views, how many comments, how much you get from each networks in real time moment. The product and the technology, and the business, the service is that we provide the views after. This complete our service, so added this opportunity to get also viewers to your video. Now the market is a huge market. The online video market is growing from here to here. Just Cisco just now said that 90% of all web traffic will be video.
Yeah, but not your market. That's not the defined market. Bottom-up time analysis, that's not your market.
Targeted markets, that customers that need this service. This is agencies, PR agencies, SEO companies, music companies, label and artists, product companies that create video. Today there is a lot of video creation tools, online video creation tools.
I would think one of these guys, if your specialization is in doing mass market distribution, I go with music companies perhaps, or think that that can leverage your mass market distribution capabilities. Because if you go into the business market, people are going to ask for much more targeted stuff. Just put it out there is not going to be adequate, and I don't sense that that's your core competency.
Okay.
Core competency.
But if you're in the mass, you're right that you maybe will not find exactly your audience, but it will provide you amazing SEO, because Google will see your video, a lot of video sharing websites in different territories. You get links, backlinks that back to your video and your website. So because of that, this can also be very good for companies, because help them with the SEO.
Videos that are on YouTube and distributed from there?
Yeah, you can just give your URL from YouTube, then we download it and upload it to the other video sharing websites and social networks.
What pricing have you determined?
I skip in the next slide, please. Exactly. Okay, so now 6 months on here. We live for 6 months. We are doing all the time testing and checking about the business model. Before 2 weeks, we changed the business model that we want everybody will use this service. So we did the standard, just almost $2 a month. That to distribute 3 videos to 10 destination sites. And if you want all the destination sites that we support today, it's around 20 websites. It will cost you $29 with unlimited videos. And if you are a business, for example, so when we offer you to also distribute video everywhere, we can provide you 100,000 viewers, and this will cost you $10,000.
What are these 10,000 viewers? This is random 10,000 viewers?
1,000 viewers.
Sorry, 100,000
yeah.
viewers?
It's not random. You can choose the territory with your viewers, from Germany, from all, or from United States, for example.
Okay. $29.09 is 20 destination sites and unlimited number of videos upload. Okay.
Exactly.
And what's the customer valuation situation right now?
Right now, we already get investment of $1 million, around $1 million, a little less. We have now the product online. So now looking for more money for marketing. This is a very nice product on here now, with very nice UI and UX. And we need now to say to the world, here we are, and we want money for marketing. And this is what we are for now.
Customers, you have customers right now, paying customers, no?
Yeah. We make around, until now, we made around $10,000 incomes. When we just launched the product, we had a free LAN also, free demo to use, but we just now closed the free, and we just want to stay in a premium model. In free, we got a lot of spam videos and people that was not ready to pay for this. So we decided to make it $2, and then we said if we will pay for this video, so we'll not use it to upload just other content or spam content. So to pay for this.
I think a very useful service actually. I would need to understand a bit better of, let's upload it to 20 sites. What do you expect is going to happen other than SEO credits? What kind of viewership do you anticipate?
First, you get more viewers because now today, if you upload the video to YouTube, and you know that because you record these videos, for example, to YouTube, if you are not especially bring your audience in YouTube, so people will not come alone and watch your videos because YouTube, there is billions of videos over there. You have to bring your audience into video. And in the other side, if you distribute your video to video sharing websites, for example, in Holland or in France, so where the size is smaller, but more chance that other people from France or Spain will watch your video. And then you get more views in the long tail, for example. And then we also help you to bring the viewers to your YouTube video. And together, this creates for you a very good will to start to be viral, to start to be to bring more audience, to bring more interest in your video.
About what do you do in terms of promotion?
Until now, we made just some promotion here in Israel, some corporation, some sales for advertisement companies here in Israel. With the ads now marketing in words, and we check it, and just now we find that we can make some return ROI from our AdWords that we invest. We just for this that this is good news.
You don't really know how you're going to add the promotion value proposition yet.
We don't really strategy, marketing strategy. Especially we now, we are a startup, so until we try a lot of channels of marketing. So we did some videos for ourselves. We did words, we did word of mouth, we did ads in Facebook, we buy some ads in LinkedIn. Now looking for the best promotion tool that will help us to get the more income. And also just realized before 2 weeks ago that I think maybe I need a salesman. The salesman also can sell these sales to a lot of businesses.
The question I'm asking you is, you are saying that one of your services is to promote the videos that you are uploading to different sites. How do you do that?
Yeah.
What promotion are you guaranteeing?
Promotion we guarantee it's the viewers to your video. This is what we they do with third-party cooperation with a couple of companies. I'm in the video industry more than 5 years, so I know a lot of companies, and I know to find the best way to promote the video. And because that, I create what we see now in this slide. I created some packages that allow you to buy now some credits and get for these credits to get your views for the specific video you want.
A very relevant question from the audience is, who is your biggest competitor?
Biggest competitor is from West. It's called Google. They actually before 3 or 4 years they took the service as I do for a new domain that's called OneLoad. They are the most biggest competitor. They raised until today that investment of $35 million. They change their model. They are focusing on the promotion and the advertising of the video. And but we still very cheaper than them. About what they're asking for the $20 package, asking $150. Cheaper than them, we are easier than them to use. We have better UI and UX. We also have patents that we are still waiting. It's patent pending that we are waiting for the approval.
One of the things that you're going to have to articulate very clearly is that how do you differentiate from a competitor that is that largely funded, that heavily funded, and how do you differentiate, how do you distinguish from them?
Yeah, sure. Also, it's our expertise, it's the price and the patent we have.
And you work with Coke and Pepsi and so forth?
There's a couple of our customers, but in Israel, that we did for them some campaigns in Israel. Investing now, we need $1.5 million. Mostly we need for marketing, of course, with some more money to continue in this. We want also to go to the mobile and tablets to be there, and this is very tricky that we live that it's need to must to be there, and still no one of our competitors is over there yet. This is a very good opportunity for us to go there, and with the amount of investments, we for sure can make revenues of $750,000 in the next year.
And who funded your first million?
I'm private angel here from Israel, and also one more incubator here in Israel. And just now, next month, finish my time here in the incubator, and I need to get more funding to continue this company.
Okay. Move on.
What is your opinion?
What you're offering is useful. The piece that you need to sort out is getting better how you do the promotion. Uploading on a bunch of different sites is great, and as you point out, the SEO credits are fine, but at the end of the day, people are looking to market to segmented populations. People, if you're working for Coke and Pepsi, which is, base consumer products, which you may choose to do that and not go for very segmented stuff. Like if I were to use your service, we have, a lot of videos on our YouTube channel, and I'd love to get more distribution for them, but I would need very targeted distribution. Unless you can convince that you to give me targeted distribution, I wouldn't be convinced to want to use your service.
Okay. I will also tell you that, you today just in YouTube, but why be in other places? Your business is a worldwide business.
Yes.
So you can send your video all around the world, and you can bring more audience that will watch your video. You don't know where your success will come from. For example, we have DJ that without words. Okay, so music is worldwide music. It's very famous DJ in Israel. We did this video to do the Chinese website. He got there around 3,000 views. Suddenly, he didn't know about this video sharing website in China. He never been in China. Some producers saw video that people saw his video got a lot of views and comments and likes and all this kind. So he took this DJ, invited him to make gigs in China. So actually, we opened for a new market. So he said, he tells us all the time, you are amazing and you have amazing service, because we opened him a new market that he never know before. He didn't, even if he wants, all the website is
the point of your service that is convincing is just the upload in multiple different sharing websites. I think that's a compelling.
This is the technology.
But if you want subscriptions, if you want people to pay subscriptions month after month, you need to somehow create value for, like, we upload maybe 4 videos a month.
Yeah.
There's substantial distribution based on that, it's not very interesting for us to just, subscribing every month, unless there's promotions that come with it. And in this case, targeted promotion, random promotion is not going to, we're not a consumer site, right?
That's right.
So, but DJ perhaps is a consumer site if it's a music. That's why I was telling you that maybe what you want to focus on are not people like us, more people like Coca-Cola or Pepsi that are broad-based consumer sites who can take broad distribution and where broad distribution is of value. For us, our needs are much more targeted, much more segmented.
But still, if for example, so if there is online accelerators, so I think in the future, because as I said, Cisco said that the traffic will be video, so people, companies, brands, everybody creates all the time more videos. It's easier also to make a video online, and there is automatic tools and all this kind. So this allow you who will win the situation is the one that you will have more videos and you will put them all over.
That what you're providing is of value, and I'm actually quite open to trying it. I don't mind trying it at all. I see what kind of results we get out of it, but I'm not averse to trying it. But what I'm giving you is more from the point of view of customers, that the business we're in, the person needs are more targeted.
Yeah.
We do spray and pray promotion. We have to be more targeted because our marketing dollars are limited. We can't just go in and spray that dollar.
Yeah, no, but it's also, don't forget that it's also help you with the SEO. For SEO, example, businesses.
That's a different thing. That's different.
Yeah, but the new SEO, because the one going to video, so SEO video, it will be very, very important from day to day because all the segmentation is growing.
So, and we'll need to understand the SEO issue more. You have explained the SEO issues because you're trying to sell to a random person. They won't understand what is it that you're trying to say when you say unless you're selling through the SEO agencies. Then if SEO is your primary value proposition, you need to go through the SEO agencies to understand that value proposition.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Okay. All right. I need to move on to the next presenter.
Okay. So,
Ellie, you're up next.
Okay, so can you hear me well?
We can hear you.
So I'm Ellie David. I'm running. I'm the co-founder of LingoLearn. LingoLearn is an online language teaching site, lingo.com. I'm actually a little bit of my lifestyle. I'm a little bit of a nomad. I'm changing countries every 2 months, so it's very relevant to me to know languages, and that's exactly what we do in LingoLearn. We use the same platform as we use now, WebEx, as a virtual classroom to teach languages. We have we're online now for 1.5 already, and we have a little bit more than 100 clients. And the major value proposition over here is these are live sessions with teachers. We teach 6 languages currently, also for individuals and also for organizations. And the advantages are very clear. First of all, you can learn languages from the comfort of your home. You have your teacher in the country where you want to learn from. So it does also reduce the overhead on rent and on paying secretaries and for cleaning and all of this. So we provide a very nice service to languages and a little bit of exotic. We have some stories of for example, Israeli students studying with the Arab teachers. So we make a lot of nice connections that would not be possible otherwise. Since it's a little bit hard to convince people to try learning learning languages online, I guess a little bit like those roundtable, that it's a little bit, in the beginning, people are a little bit curious, how can we have some kind of a discussion online? So what we offer in the site is a free trial lesson. Once people are in the classroom and they feel okay with the service, then they decide if they purchase or not. This is something that is very important. That's basically about the product. So the team, we have currently 2 co-founders. I'm actually a certified public accountant in my past, and my partner has a very strong pedagogical knowledge, so we're very much into languages. There are 4 additional people that are helping us out, and we have about 15 teachers that actually do the most important part, which is the teaching. Yeah, that's okay, move on. Market potential, and needless to say, it's endless demand. And the language, every one of us wants to either improve a language or learn a new language. So, and a lot of us understand that we need a teacher to accompany us in the process. So that's exactly what we're doing. That's the value proposition. That's also the main problem. There is a substantial cost, because unlike other services that the cost for a regular startup is very low, I have to pay a teacher. So for us, one of the challenges is to do a lot of marketing and do actually group lessons, so there is only one teacher on about 3 or 4 students, so it divides better, improves our margin. Current focus in Israel. 80% of our clients are from Israel, 20% are from all over the world. The market in Israel only, which is a very small country, is $300 million. So the market is much endless.
In Israel?
Most of them are, as in any other country, are very interested in improving their English. Everyone knows English is the main thing, and as this service or product is very, very expensive, people feel more comfortable spending on something that they know will help their career opportunities and will help them, travel or whatever. But
and
other languages are...
One of the changes I would make in how you pitch this is it should be an English learning system for Israelis.
Yeah, the problem is that we started bootstrapping. We started on very low budget. We still are, meaning we make it around $10,000 revenue a month currently. But we took no investor. We started with $30,000. We use until today, and we find it really hard to penetrate the market for English for Israelis because it was saturated. We actually started with the long tail languages such as Spanish, Arabic, and Chinese and Japanese, where we had absolutely no competition, got the initial money from there, and currently we invest a lot more time in English, but the demand is also huge for other languages. There is no supply, so we can actually give higher prices in the other languages in comparison to English.
In your current situation, which language is generating the maximum revenue?
Split now between English, Arabic, and Chinese and Japanese, which are English and Arabic are at around 60%. Chinese and Japanese are at around 30%, and the other languages are 10%. But this is only for the Israeli market. The outside market, we started picking up some nice traffic for other languages that are, for example, Arabic, Croatian. We have some students for Japanese. So actually, it's becoming something that is more worldwide. Only that there is a problem with the amount of funding that we put into it to make this a real monster, but in a way it's moving on really nicely, and people are willing, surprisingly, people are willing to spend a lot of money for learning languages online. Our average client is paying it around $600.
$600 a month or $600 total?
$600 total for an average package for around 25 lessons or a little bit more.
Okay. So you're going to need to basically, I imagine the way you acquire customers is through Google PPC. If somebody's trying to learn Arabic learning or learning Chinese and based on geographies, right? So it's basically, this is a PPC-driven customer acquisition strategy?
There's also organic traffic. We actually put a lot of content in the site, so we receive a lot of organic. And now there's a lot of also direct sales for corporations. For example, NT started learning with us Hebrew for the students that come to Israel, and we're doing some more direct sales only recently, since we have more resources now than before, to actually go for cooperation.
Right now, what you're describing is kind of like you take whatever you get, and it's kind of like a spray and pray kind of business. That's not the kind of business that investors look to fund, right? Investors look to fund a strategy. If you're going to be a corporate training company, then you need a strategy for corporate training. I completely understand, and we very much like the bootstrapping angle and the fact that you are generating money and so forth. But even bootstrapping works best if you actually have a strategy. To really specialize in Chinese, you want to completely lock up the Chinese language learning market in Israel, then that should be a strategy, and you should really focus on get all of that business together.
Yeah, I agree.
So that strategy is something that, in my opinion, is missing. And if I'm going to, with presentation, if I would want to go to talk to investors, I would like to have all strategies figured out and articulated very crisply, so that when I talk to investors, I can tell that, okay, you're going to give me $3 million, and this is how I'm going to use that money. These are the markets I'm going to go after, and this is where I'm going to spend the money, and this is how much I'm going to spend, and this is how much I'm going to generate for each of these strategies. I provide that concrete kind of roadmap of how you're going to build the business. Investors are not going to feel comfortable.
There is a problem with focus. The problem is Israel is that the market is pretty small in general, so we decided to go on all the languages. Of course, it takes a lot of focus from us, but in Israel, that's the case. As for lingolearn.com, because we have two sites, lingolearn.com and lingolearn.col, lingolearn.com is currently only teaching 4 languages, and is narrowing down to what we're doing actually is throwing some ideas to the market. Then we see what is actually receiving a lot of easy demand and what is not. I'm going to narrow lingolearn.com to around 3 major languages that will be the only languages. So it's weird that in Israel we're going to teach a lot more languages, but in the .com for the global market, it's going to be at the most 3 languages.
Right. And then if you try to go to the global market, depending on where you're going, you are competing with very large brands like Rosetta Stone, for instance, advertises non-stop on primetime television in America.
But this product is totally different than most of the other competitors, the big names like Rosetta Stone and Berlitz, because they offer private. You won't be.
See, the problem is with brand marketing is that somehow or the other, like for example, I have the entire Pimsleur series for French. Now, if you want my business, you have to convince me somehow that you're better than Pimsleur.
It's actually easy for me to convince that I'm better from Pimsleur because of the following argument. You can only learn a language with a teacher. Pimsleur is not giving you a teacher. So in a way,
that is an assumption that you're making, that you can make that point. I don't think that point is necessarily true.
The only reason why Lingolearn, as a very small company, managed to fight with companies like Berlitz is because we give something else. And basically, on our sales team is making this point exactly. You have the other solutions; they're more or less mechanical solutions, and you have this, and I'm coming with higher prices than them. It works because people in the end understand that as much as, by the way, I did the Pimsleur Chinese and I absolutely loved it. I have to admit that it actually worked. But our basic proposition to people is, look, you're going to need a teacher. You need some kind of a schedule to meet the teacher once weekly. And people understand that they need a commitment. They need someone flesh and blood in front of them to really make them, to push them.
That is true for a segment of the business. That is not true across the board. I think what I'm trying to tell you, don't be defensive. I'm trying to give you a constructive feedback. You're going to have to compete with people interested in learning languages. And you need to find those in that audience who are interested in learning languages with a teacher. Because all people who are just interested in learning languages and are not necessarily looking for a teacher are going to go with Stone or Pimsleur. So you qualify and be able to figure out a customer acquisition strategy, get you to those people looking for a language learning solution with a teacher. And you're absolutely right, that segment exists. But you need to figure out a marketing strategy that gets you directly to that segment.
Do you have any suggestions for targeting this specific?
I do. You have to do some keyword analysis to see if people are actually looking for, learning teachers and Arabic teachers, French teachers, that kind of stuff. Those kinds of keywords will probably get you access to those audience. But that's what I would look for, not the people looking to learn languages.
Nice. We're doing, the good thing about Google AdWords is that it allows you to show in the ad. So the ad is very clear. Over here, you learn with teachers. And I guess that's why the CTR is a little bit low. But then again, the people who go inside the site know exactly what they're aiming for when they enter. And those are the people I'm saying.
You also want to look for, you want to do search engine optimization as well as PPC optimization on people who are looking for language teachers for those languages that you offer.
I'm gonna do this one.
Okay, I'm gonna move on. If you guys just hang on, I will tell you a bit more about how we work with entrepreneurs. And these kinds of discussions are very much a part of our premium program. We have regular discussions. We give you full content and curriculum to learn the methodologies, and then we also brainstorm with you to help you figure out where things can be improved and where strategy can be tweaked. I see there are a whole bunch of questions in the people have raised their hands asking questions. You can go ahead and use the public chat to type in your questions, and I'll take questions after I'm done with the next segment. If you want to dial into the call, just let us know in the public chat. The phone number is 650-479-3208, access code 665-857-234. And my request to you, if you like what we are doing here, you've spent some time with us, you've very graciously given us some of your time to spend with us. And if you like what we are doing, please recommend it to other entrepreneurs that you know in your circle. And if you haven't used the program yet to work with me on your own business, please come and do that. So in terms of resources that we offer, 1m1m.com is going to be your starting point in terms of nation. We are the only global virtual incubator in the world. Anywhere in the world that you are based in, you can use us. We operate 100% globally and 100% virtually. So whether it's Canada or Timbuktu, it doesn't matter. You can use the 1M1M program. So in terms of other resources, the very basic level of free resources is our blog. We have a ton of information, ton of interviews, role models, case studies, information, all sorts of things in the available to you for free on the blog. Then we have the Entrepreneur Journeys book series, of which we have published 4 volumes. The Entrepreneur Journeys book series has each of the volumes have 12 to 16 case studies, then analysis and synthesis of what you learned based on those case studies. So it's basically learning through the journeys of successful entrepreneurs. That's the philosophy that we ascribe to in the program. It's really, we understand the kinds of issues that you're dealing with, and we have studies of hundreds of entrepreneurs who have addressed and solved those issues, and we bring their experience in meeting those issues. We very heavily on bootstrapping and positioning, and one sharp positioning, laser sharp positioning is a requirement for successful bootstrapping. We believe that the sharper and the more precise you can be with your positioning, the more capital efficient you can be in your execution, especially in bootstrapping stage when the resources are very limited. We are very big believers in bootstrapping, and we always recommend strategies to you that are extremely capital efficient. We believe we have tremendous respect for your cash. So in terms of the book, you can pick them up at Amazon and Kindle internationally. In India, they're also available from Flipkart. Blog is at sramanamitra.com or 1m1m.com. We also have the blog tab. This is what the site looks like. You can also attend any of these strategy roundtables. This is our 170th, and every week, pretty much, on Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time, we do these roundtables. Thousands of entrepreneurs are attending these sessions and using this free resource for us now. So we've been around for a long time. We have a very deep understanding of what kind of issues entrepreneurs are facing all around the world. You can register, you can book your slot to present at the free public roundtable tab on the top navigation bar, and you will find both the schedule and the registration pages there. Then the premium program, which is a $1,000 annual membership fee, and for that you get extensive methodology guidance, you comprehensive curriculum that is based on video lectures and case studies, business development support, introductions to customers, channel partners. You also get similar strategy consulting. We have private sessions behind the paywall, which we call them private roundtables for our premium members. These are the public roundtables, the free public roundtables. Where we do the strategy consulting. You can call it mentoring, coaching, consulting, whatever, but it is these kinds of interactive feedback and guidance. Financing, with the caveat that 99% of the entrepreneurs who are out to seek financing get rejected. So you really need to understand what investors are looking for and accordingly build your presentations, build your pitch, build your strategies, your ducks, so that you can actually convince investors to invest in you. I help you a lot with media relations. We have an extensive amount of reach into the media. We have a lot of clout in the media, and we make that clout, we deploy that clout on your behalf. So another piece. All of this is part of the $1,000 annual membership fee. It's unlimited usage of all of these different value vectors. We have a number of entrepreneurs in our program who have reached $1 million and well beyond, in some cases 3 million, 5 million, 2 million kinds of numbers. You will see a very detailed quantification of 1M value equation, the ROI analysis. The link is on your site, on your screen. We basically show you $375,000 worth of ROI against a $1,000 annual membership fee, which is a tremendous return on investment. And those who are using the program the way it was designed to be used are getting that kind of value from the program. And we provide you lots of orientation material on how to use the program effectively. I strongly recommend to all of you to look at 1M self-assessment. It's available again from the top navigation bar on the website. There's a set of questions that we ask you to calibrate your business on. And as a premium member, we also give you the curriculum modules that help you learn how to do each of those kinds of analysis. So for example, if you don't know how to do bottom-up TAM analysis, we do the module in the curriculum through which you can plug that knowledge gap. There's a lot of knowledge gap plugging that happens in our program because a lot of entrepreneurs we work with do not have MBAs or do not have business backgrounds and are trying to learn basically in a very compressed form. They're trying to learn entrepreneurship. And we said even those who come to us with MBAs, we have people with Stanford MBAs, INSEAD MBAs, and MIT MBAs. A lot of them actually not learned because these programs, the MBA programs, don't really specialize in entrepreneurship. And especially they do not specialize in the very early stage entrepreneurship where you're essentially bootstrapping your business. That stage where we see that MBA programs really do not have what entrepreneurs need. So we do have members who have MBAs but still have to plug a lot of knowledge gaps in terms of early stage business building. So the program tab will give you description of the program itself and help you assess and evaluate whether you want to join us, what to expect from the premium program. We have all the video FAQs answering commonly asked questions. The way we have designed the curriculum is, we've done over 170 free public roundtables and also hundreds of our private roundtables. So we have a very, very deep understanding of your issues. We triangulated those with all these case studies. We have hundreds of case studies that have been developed since 2006 of successful entrepreneurs who have shared their strategies in mitigating those issues. And we triangulated those two and created this very compact curriculum that you can learn and use almost as a blueprint in building your business. It's delivered in form of lectures and case studies in a web self-service mode as part of the premium program, which you will have access to as soon as you join the program. The curriculum is divided into 7 core modules: bootstrapping, positioning, market sizing, customer validation, financing, customer acquisition, and team building. Now, what business you're building, you have to learn those 7 primary blocks of core business strategy. You have to address those. Then on the elective side, we teach Web 3.2 and e-commerce, cloud computing and business solutions, mobile and social apps, outsourcing and consulting, healthcare, IT, online education/educational technology, and gaming. Our methodology again is lean, capital efficient, bootstrap startups. Absolutely encourage you to raise money, but with the knowledge that you will have to bootstrap to certain levels of validation before investors are willing to invest in you. That is the way the market works, and you're going to need to take that into account as you build your business strategy. The College of Premium Members page, accessible from the press tab up there on the navigation bar, gives you a view into the kind of coverage we are able to provide and generate for our premium members. We give you access to our entire social media channel, and how you can use the 1M1M Twitter channel explains how you can plug into the 1M1M social media channel, and that plugs into our Facebook channel, our 1M1M Facebook page. My Facebook profile, for instance, has 16,000 plus followers, and my Twitter profile has over 14,000 connections. And we plug in the entire social media, 1M1M social media channel through all of those. So when you get access to that, you get access to, tens of thousands of people in the program. So these are the 1M1M Incubation Radar and 1M1M Deal Radar are different kinds of coverage that we provide for our entrepreneurs that investors monitor typically. We have an affiliate program, so if you are an entrepreneurship development organization somewhere in the world, you're very welcome to become a partner of 1M1M. And coming free roundtables, all of April and May, every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, we have roundtables, so please feel free to sign up as well as spread the word. Vision India 2020 is our kind of ideas for entrepreneurs to take and adopt. I published $45 billion ideas in 2010, and I'm doing 1M1M. I'm fully busy with it. There are another 45 business ideas in there that are primarily focused on the emerging markets, India and any other emerging market. These ideas would apply to. You're very welcome to take those ideas, and they're quite fleshed out, so you can take those and adopt them if you're looking for an idea to work on. Finder about tomorrow's deadline for the SAP HANA Focus 1M1M partnership. this is the call-in number. I gave it to you, 650-479-3208. Access code 665-857-234. If you're dialing in, let us know in public chat. Okay, quickly, we'll do some Q&A, either by phone or by public chat. So let me look at what you guys are putting in there. You're asking about whether we can help you with customers. We absolutely can help you with customers. We have full customer acquisition module. We will teach you, as well as work with you on figuring out specifically, precisely your customer acquisition strategy. What we'll make you do if you decide to work with us is actually do the positioning module first, because we believe that customer acquisition strategy works much better if you do a clear, concise positioning first. So one follows from the other. This applies to all of you actually. We will want you to do the positioning module first and make sure that you address all your positioning issues, and then we will drive the customer acquisition strategy based on that positioning. Okay? Of course, if you come up with a business plan that's fundable, we will introduce you to investors, no problem. You keep asking, you're operating from Canada. We are based in Silicon Valley. We don't operate from Canada. We are a virtual organization. We have team members in different parts of the world. I am personally based in Silicon Valley, but as I said, we are a global virtual incubator. So no matter where you are based, you can join the program. Kim asking, other than addressing TAM, what else should we address or emphasize in our pitch? Pretty much, you need a full investor pitch. You need to figure out how you're going to acquire customers. Customer acquisition strategy is something you need to address. You need to address your positioning. You need to address TAM. You need to address, basically entire portfolio of things that investors are looking for. Again, we have full-fledged module on financing. We have a full-fledged module on bootstrapping, and we have a full-fledged module on financing, explaining to you exactly what investors are looking for, so that you can take those checklists and templates and create everything based on what investors are looking for. Venture capitalists, we provide introductions and relationships into investors. We are not investors ourselves. Andrew Cravenho is asking, we've noticed that a lot of your press comes directly from you on several high-end publications. Our company is looking for coverage in a few of your contact areas. Do you have other contacts besides your own columns? Of course I do. I have extensive contacts in the media. Well, how do you categorize your entrepreneurs, early stage, pre-revenue, or some other way, and how do you change your resources based on those different types? We have focus on it's the positioning. Our positioning is built into the name of our company, 1 million by 1 million. Our goal is to help 1 million entrepreneurs get to $1 million and beyond. So by definition, we work with early stage companies. We work with anything from concept stage, pre-revenue, all the way to companies that already have revenues. We have companies that are already doing $1 or $2 million in revenue. We still work with them, and they still stay in the program and have been in the program for 2 or 3 years. We have been around since the end of 2010. So the maximum a company can have been in our program is 2 years, essentially. So that's roughly our business. So we work with sales strategy, we work with planning, we work with financing strategy, we work with valuation. All of those areas are where we have specific modules. So depending on if you're working on customer validation, market validation, you would be working with the validation material. If you're working with sales strategy, for example, some of you that we talked today need to really refine your sales strategy. You need to learn how to do sales using email marketing, web demonstrations and pilots, and deals by phone. We teach all that in the sales module. We deal with different topics and different functional areas where you need to deal and build expertise, and we teach you how to do that. That's how we deal with companies in different stages of evolution. Ruth is asking, how can we convince new customers, especially in the West, trust a startup software as a service provider in another country? This is not a problem. You may have heard about Freshdesk, which is one of our portfolio companies based out of Chennai, in India, selling customer support software as a service solutions to start all over the world. They have hit the $1 million revenue run rate this year. Will definitely do $1 million at the end, 2013. This company that we picked up at a very early stage, got them funded with Accel partners, and before that we helped them win the Microsoft scholarship grant of $40,000. So the company that we've worked with very closely for several years now. They're in the program. They just renewed for the third year in the program. Selling software service to companies internationally today is not a problem at all. You're saying, so you are providing a learning course for entrepreneurs. What's the cost of the program? How many members you have as till today? Who are the instructors for the modules? Is it an online course or in person? Okay, there's a lot of questions there. The curriculum, this online video lectures and case study based curriculum, is part of the premium program, which costs a $1,000 annual membership fee for unlimited usage. We do disclose how many premium members we have in the program, but if you go to the website, you will meet some of our premium members who are part of our $1 Million Club. We have a $1 Million Club, which companies that have already crossed $1 million or will be crossing soon are. We have introduced some of them to you, so you will get a chance to meet them. The instructor for the modules are developed as follows. There are lectures that are delivered by me, and case studies of over 600 successful entrepreneurs who have taught specific issues over the years. So we invited, for 6 years now, we have been inviting successful entrepreneurs to come onto our forum and tell their stories of how they have built successful businesses and what strategies have they used. And what I've done is taken these 600 plus case studies and synthesized that into a very compact curriculum that's arranged by topic. So say somebody who, Greg Gianforte, for instance, who is the founder CEO of Right Now, built a company that initially completely bootstrapped, and we have built a lot of our validation strategy, validation module, using Greg as one of the case studies. This is in the B2B validation category. And Greg teaches extensively how he did it. This company went on to go public, and it eventually got sold to Oracle for $1.3 billion. So you're learning from real high-end experts. This is entirely online. Everything is online. The program is 100% virtual. So it expects courses like this, videos, online video lectures, online case studies. So everything you do is going to be online. And hence you can use it from anywhere in the world. Asking, I'm starting a company with a friend. We are in idea stage like for last 10 days. We are very young. Luckily, I ran in YouTube about your program. Do you think we should validate to have some kind of credibility before joining your program, your premium incubator? We are thinking of joining sometime. What time frame is better to join? We prefer to join sooner so that we can guide you through the validation process, because our experience is entrepreneurs who come in late, a lot of time doing stupid things. Because for first-time entrepreneurs, you're bound to make mistakes. And just learning with us and following methodologies that other serious successful entrepreneurs have used, a lot of that wastage of time and resources and energy. Don't forget, energy is finite. To conserve your energy and be able to use energy to minimum use. Yes, we have companies in Canada. There's, in fact, if you go to the website right now, we just actually brought on somebody from Canada, and his case study is running on the. If you go to Entrepreneur Journeys on our blog, you will see there's a Canadian company that is just being profiled. We don't disclose any success rates. What we disclose is that we have lots of companies that are in the premium program that are reaching $1 million in annual revenue. 99% of the companies who go to seek financing get rejected by investors for 2 reasons. They're too early, and they're going and chasing investors without doing the homework. These kinds of entrepreneurs, we will help you do your homework so that by the time you go to investors, you have what investors are looking for in place. We don't want you to get rejected just because you came unprepared to investors. Getting investors meeting twice is very difficult. You get an investor meeting and you better make a good impression right there, otherwise you won't get another meeting for God knows how long. So don't do investor meetings. This is one of the key things we see. The thing we see is some companies are just not very fundable. They may be, good, sustainable, interesting businesses. You can build 5 million, 10 million, 20 million businesses, somewhat slower growth. These kind of businesses don't fit the venture model. The venture model is for companies that are growing extremely fast and will become very, very large companies very soon. Those kinds of businesses, we will also work with you to define other strategies of how to make those businesses successful. Some of it is bootstrapping, some of it is alternative financing, some of it is, there are various ways of making those businesses successful, and there's nothing wrong with these businesses. If you build a $20 million company, make 20-30% profit a year, you have a very, very strong position to do lots of interesting things with your house. So I give you lots of case studies of entrepreneurs who have built those kinds of businesses as well, and their strategies and their both success strategies as well, what they're doing with those businesses, how they're growing it to the next stage. Is asking, are there some frameworks or tools to use? We are struggling how to target, validate, lots of questions like should we do a quick prototype? All of that is covered in the curriculum. So what I advise you, Prakash, is to join the program as soon as possible. Use it to learn all of these things, and you will be in a much, much stronger place than you are right now. Just by looking at your questions, I'm absolutely certain that will immediately derive value. So go and join the program and get working with it. Now you can take anybody join the premium program. If your idea does not validate by our validation methodology, you can discard that idea and work on another idea following the program. Your membership is a 1-year membership, and that you can renew year after year. So it's really up to you how you use that membership. Sometimes we see entrepreneurs come into the program, use validation methodology, and the idea does not validate. We tell them to scrap the idea and start over. So some people morph their ideas, pivot, find different ideas, something that's better legs, but you will learn all of that pieces. You pivot as many times as you want. It is up to you. Do we have new ideas to work on from scratch according to the members of the native country? Because the program is case study driven, and we have these elective modules, right? We have not only do we have the core modules, we also have elective modules. Let me actually go back to the slide where we have the list of all the different modules. So if you look at the slide that's on the screen right now, on the left brown bar you see core curriculum, and then you see electives, right? On the electives we have Web 3.0 and e-commerce, cloud computing and business solutions, outsourcing and consulting, mobile and social apps, healthcare, IT, online education, gaming. Each of those areas are chock full of case studies. As you go through these case studies, you find lots of ideas that you can, say you see an idea that is working in Silicon Valley, you can take and do a concept arbitrage on that idea in Canada or in Indonesia. Also, we have this Vision India 2020 module where we have these developing market-oriented ideas, and you can definitely take those ideas and morph them or customize them for your geography. You could take ideas from India and apply them to Malaysia or to Brazil or to Eastern Europe. So there is a lot of concept arbitrage that we see in the program. We encourage you to do that. The advantage of having a case study of an idea that is working in some other geography that you want to bring to your geography and implement it is great, because you have a blueprint on which to do that. Asking if, for example, you said we need to find a new business model, are you thinking with me? Yes, absolutely. It's these kinds of sessions where you come and work with me, and you can book your slot, and you can specifically work on your new business model. You will use the business module to do your homework, and then you can come and present your homework, and I will work with you to help you think it through. Absolutely. Same thing. Segmentation, same thing. Customer acquisition strategy, same thing. I will work with you. If you do homework and come and work with me at one of these sessions, I will work with you to think things through. And so in the modules themselves, you can ask me questions. If you speak, the first thing you do is go do as much of the curriculum as possible. Yes, going on the curriculum. And ask me questions. While you're doing the curriculum on specific topics, ask me questions. Okay? So, to be able to work with many of you that we, exchange thoughts right now, in more intense ways, in really seriously impacting your business. Because as you can see, we are very serious and very content oriented. There is no fluff here. It's all about just specifically working on your business. Jay is asking, Sramana, you offer one-on-one mentorship with someone who has domain expertise in the industry, and do you help companies acquire global customers? One-on-one mentorship is available to those companies in the program at a charge of $750 an hour. So we recommend that you first do the curriculum and use the roundtables like these for spend more money, because for $1,000 you have unlimited access to all of that resource. If on top of that you need one-on-one mentorship, then you can buy one-on-one mentorship in addition to that. But we are very mindful of making it as economical as possible for you by using the scalable resources and not having to do a lot of one-on-one mentorship, not a lot of one-on-one mentorship money. But if that you want that, you can buy it. Absolutely, we help companies acquire global customers. The whole program is global. As I told you, the Fresh Desk is an Indian company based out of Chennai, marketing to customers over the world. We have a number of companies that are in one geography, customers from over the world. Asking how do you work with so many people? As I said, the mentoring sessions are group sessions like this. Today we work with, a lot of entrepreneurs. We have 5 entrepreneurs in the interactive presentation that we work with, and there are lots of people in the public chat who are asking questions, learning from it. It's a case study-based learning program. The curriculum will answer, based on experience today, the curriculum will answer 97% of questions. Every time we see new questions, we create curriculum modules so that when you ask questions, The curriculum will give you 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute lectures and case studies, related case studies, so that you can learn from that on your own without having to individually. That's how we scale the program. Do you build companies with the future of selling it to bigger players? Absolutely. That is of the venture capital business. A lot of companies that I'm sure are going to get acquired in due course. If you join Premium, we can get some comment from you on direction we are going with validation and positioning. We are realistic with expectation, but we can get some comments to get our trajectory right. Absolutely. That is the whole point. How long does it take to complete the curriculum? Good question, Jay. Our recommendation is that you budget about 50 hours to do the core curriculum and another 50 hours on electives, but it does have to be all at once. Say working on validation. Validation would be to do the positioning module and the validation module to reach your validation one. Working on customer acquisition, depending on what part of customer acquisition you're in, that work on customer acquisition. So it is, remember, the program is designed such that you not only learn theory, but you're actually working on projects, right? You are working on building a company. So you got to it at different points, and what specific pieces of your strategy, you can come back to it as many times as you need to. I see people coming back to different modules at different points of their evolution. Prakash, if you're fearful of wasting idea time, we are ready to pivot as many times depending on validation. Absolutely the right attitude. This is exactly the right attitude, because if you get married to your idea too soon and not make the necessary changes as you need to, the chances of things working out is going to be difficult, and you waste a lot of time and resources. Paul, you help find the right customers to their business niche market like SEO or online marketing. I'm not sure what the question is, Paul. I don't understand the question. Find you the customers. You will find the customers using the resources we will provide you. We do SEO for you. We don't do online marketing for you. Your shop. So one person I want to introduce you to is Irina Patterson, member of the 1M1M team. Irina is available to answer any of your questions. If you want to talk to her and ask further questions, you can call her, you can Skype with her, you can email with her. Irina, if you could put your Skype ID, phone number, and email ID on public chat, that would be great. Her email, Skype ID is Irina_Patterson. Her email is irina@1mby1m.com, and phone number is, she's going to put it on the public chat in just a moment, 786-301-2456. So please feel free to call her, and she will help with any other questions that you need answered. And we have lots of FAQ videos, review sheets, and so forth on the website as well. I hope you can make a decision quickly and be part of the program, because this is really a resource that is at your disposal, and there's really no point in wasting time and making mistakes that are perfectly avoidable. So you can join our program, and we look forward to working with us, with you, and we will see you next week, same time, same place, 8 a.m. Pacific time, and please feel free to register for the next session and to spread the word around. That is one request we have for you, is please help us spread the word around, because we need serious entrepreneurs, Serious entrepreneurs are scarce. And only serious entrepreneurs with lots of tenacity and resilience and commitment can build businesses, because entrepreneurship is really hard. Build businesses is really, really hard. And we have tremendous respect for those who travel down the entrepreneurship path. We are a startup like you. 1M is a startup. We are a for-profit business just like you, and we are traveling exactly the same path that you are traveling. And I've traveled it many times before. So that's why you get such a pragmatic, a high empathy support group to work with here. And it's hard and first, very much fun. Irina is based in Miami, yes. Irina is based in Miami. Maureen is based in New Jersey. I'm based in Silicon Valley, and we have lots of other people in various parts of the world. Okay, I will say goodbye and sign off today. We will look forward to working with more of you in the public roundtables as well as in the private roundtables as you start joining the program. And good luck with your businesses week and go forward. Bye, everybody.